recording it. So here we go. Uh, Aubrey's call, it was great, and I actually listened to it the first time that she did her training, and I implemented some of her techniques, and I have to say that the booking part of it that she talks about really has increased my bookings at my parties. So anything that can help us, you know, hey, we will borrow their ideas and use them to maximize our business in any way, shape, or form. So this goes through her party format, not just how to get more bookings. So I'm going to go through just like she was training everybody on the call with Monday. The thing that she was saying the most of was keep it simple. You know, we want to make our job look duplicatable. So don't make anything look hard. Use your party cards as much as possible that came in your kit, just to show that it's dummy proof. Anybody can do this job. You know, the easier that we can make our job look, the more attractive it is to everyone there. And her focus, half of her focus at her parties are on booking, and half of it is on sponsoring. So this is her sponsoring hat on, you know, making it look easy. She makes one trip in and one trip out. She doesn't even use a display anymore. She brings the products that she's serving, and that is it, because she wants it to look easy. The only time that she does do the bring product in is if it's empty boxes stacked inside of each other, and she does the hostess stacking. And she said she really doesn't even do that anymore. So the easier to her, the better, in and out, and she wants to make the most money that she can per hour. So hostess coaching is the key to a successful party, hands down. To me it is, and I think to most people in the business it is. What she does, I have done years past, and I don't know why I ever stopped doing it, but you know, just you forget that you did that and it was so successful, and then you start doing it again just to prove to yourself, oh my God, I was dumb. Why did I ever stop doing this? Delana taught me that word, by the way, y'all, dumb. So y'all can blame it on Delana. But anyway, the thing that she does with her host is she gets a guest list from them right away, 1 to 2 days after they book their party, because she wants to send out the invites for that party. And I've started doing that just recently within the last month. You know, if the hostess only can get 10 addresses, but she sees the rest of them in person, that's fine. Give me those 10 addresses, because I want to send at least those invitations out, because I know once I get those invitations in the mail, chances are she's not going to cancel her party. Once those invitations go out, and she starts getting RSVPs and things like that. So if you can get emails also, do it as an email reminder as well. You know, send the paper invitation in the mail and then follow up with the email reminder for that, so that we don't have any cancellations. That the invitation that Aubrey uses, it's on the DCD Facebook page, and I actually have it right here to show y'all. You know, I'm not so good at this screen sharing thing, but I'm going to show y'all what her invitation looks like. Delana's like, oh, here she goes. She's going to mess this one up. Let me see. Here you go. Can y'all see it? Yay, I did it. Okay, this is the invite that she uses, and I personally have been using this invite, and it is awesome. I actually use Red Stamp to, because I set up every one of my parties personally. I set up a Facebook event for my parties also, and throughout the course of 7 to 10 days, every day or every other day, I'm posting on Facebook to let them know what they're going to experience at the party, or to tell them what they're going to, what our top sellers are, or hey, did you have a really bad day? Guess what? At the party Friday night, you get to try one of our pina colada martinis or one of our chocolate martinis, whatever it is. So that really engages them, and I make an invitation with Red Stamp with the game that we're playing with Earning the Dove dollars. And so I send that out there and make sure that they see it on the Facebook event too. So not only are they getting one in the mail, but they're also getting one through Facebook, and they're also going to get one from me through an email if I have their email addresses. So this invitation that you're seeing on the screen right here, it actually is on the Facebook group under Aubrey's invite. So you can go and look for that as well. And if you can't find it, you can just email me or message me, and I can send it to you because I have it saved. It took me a little while to find it. So I will, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off real quick. But anyway, go ahead and look for that. And she uses, as you saw in there, the Dove dollars. It goes from anywhere from 100 Dove dollars to 2,000 Dove dollars. And she uses that invitation to maximize her attendance, because women are competitive and we like to get free things. And so that invitation in itself, it really gets people really interested in what's going on at these kind of parties that we're having. What she does next after she sends out the invites is she arrives at the hostess's house 30 to 45 minutes before the party, and she's helping the hostess set up and get ready for the party. What she does now is she's dropping some recruiting seeds while she's helping the hostess. And once again, through hostess coaching, I talk to my hostess about the opportunity during hostess coaching, but also whenever I'm at the hostess's home and it's just us in the kitchen doing whatever we're doing, I'm like, have you thought any more about doing what I do? You'd be so great at this. Look how many people are coming to your party tonight. You have this great network of people coming. This would be a great opportunity for you. And if she's hesitant on it, I'm like, you know what? I am not about pressure. Just think about it. You know, sit through the party tonight, see how much fun everybody has. And at the end of the party, when we're closing out your party, we'll talk about it some more. And then we'll see, you know, if it's the right fit for you. What might be right for me might not be right for you, but you know what? This can be for anybody. So let's talk about it after your party. And so that's where I leave that at, and just, you know, leave that door open and let her know that we're going to talk about it again after her party. Next, what Aubrey does is she starts preparing the beverages. She starts making the martinis up if they're having martinis, so that whenever the guests start coming in, she's the one greeting them at the door with a martini and getting to know the guest a little bit better at the party. So before the party even starts, she'll say, hey, I'm Jennifer, and what is your name? You know, and they'll introduce each other and each other to themselves. And she'll say, well, how do you know Susie Q? Or, you know, what are you expecting tonight? You know, just trying to get a feel of the personality of this customer that has just walked through the door that she's never met before. And sometimes she'll say, yes, I'm a chocolatier, not a mouseketeer. You know, something just to break the ice, just to let them know we're going to have fun tonight, just to crack jokes and things like that. So keep the air really lively and fun. She also tells the host that she's going to start the party, and I do the same thing, start the party 15 minutes after start time was scheduled. So just to be mindful of everybody's time and respectful of their people, you know, somebody might only be able to stay for an hour. So we don't want to keep lagging around for 45 minutes because, you know, 5 people haven't showed up. Well, you know what? One of the things of that invite was to arrive on time. And that lets them know that, you know what, this is my job, I take it serious, and we're going to start on time. So, of course, it's not saying it like that, but that's why she put that on the invitation, is to arrive on time. So, because we're going to start right away. And you don't want to miss anything, pretty much. So they start 15 minutes after the party is scheduled. And what she does whenever they start the party, she goes around the room and she has everyone introduce themselves. And she said, and I want everybody to say one nice thing about your hostess. And, you know, whenever I did my very first party 13 years ago, my consultant that did my party, she did this very same thing, but she passed around a recipe book and she had everybody write one nice thing in the book about me. And I still have that cookbook in my pantry. So I mean, you remember these things. And one of the things that she says whenever people are going around saying nice things as they're cracking jokes or whatever, she'll go, okay, ladies, just want to let you know, and here's a booking seed. She doesn't say that, but this is a booking seed that she's planting. She goes, I just want to let you know, if you're jealous because she's getting so many nice things said about her, the same things will be said about you at your party. So remember, you can book your tasting next. So just to keep it fun and lively, that's, you know, she's dropping these seeds throughout the party. And the next thing that she'll do, she goes, okay, with a show of hands, how many of you have never been to a chocolate party before? And 9 times out of 10, 85% of the room is raising their hand that they've never been to a party before. And so this is where she drops, not only, she does half of her party with dropping booking seeds, and half of it, the back end of it, is normally with sponsoring seeds. But right here she says, okay, ladies, I just want to let y'all know, did y'all see all these hands raised in the room? That means that we are looking for consultants in your area, because obviously we don't have enough consultants in your area to be spreading the word about Dove. And so that's letting people that are thinking about it automatically say, you know what? golly, maybe I should do this. And if there has been somebody that's been to a chocolate party before, she'll say, hey, Karen, can you tell us what your favorite chocolate was that you purchased from the party? And then she's, sharing the different things that she's had. Or if Sarah was at a party, then she'll share her items as well. So next step that she goes into is she's explaining the game from that invite that I showed y'all. And she tells how the game's going to work, and she'll ask them, okay, ladies, how many of you are very competitive? Come on, don't be shy, because I know that some of you are. Okay, maybe y'all are shy. How many of you like free stuff? And if people don't raise your hand, she goes, okay, now I know y'all are not telling the truth, because I know we all like free stuff. So as they're playing the game, she'll tell them, she goes, okay, you're going to have the chance to earn Dove dollars. And ladies, at the end of the game, the two, or I should say gentlemen too, sorry, I didn't, gentlemen, because you know what, I have mixed parties all the time. The two people with the most Dove dollars at the end is going to win something free. So I want to let y'all know I also pay for enthusiasm. So the more enthusiasm that we have tonight and fun, I'm going to give away some money. And so she'll be having her money up in the air. She also wears one of the aprons that say hot chocolatier on it. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to wear that, because that opens the door to so many things. Maybe I'd fold it over and put it, no, Dina had hers on the other day, and I'm like, no way, I'm not doing it, Dina. And so, but she has her apron stuffed with 500s on one side and $100 bills on the other side of Dove dollars. And she said that people ask her all the time, how much money do you carry? She really doesn't keep count of it. She just has so much that she's ready to hand out Dove dollars. So the first thing that she'll do after she explains the game is she asks for volunteers. She asked for 2 volunteers to help her prepare the food. So, and she did make a point to say, and I make them wash their hands. And so she does this, asking for 2 volunteers, and she pays them the Dove dollars, also for helping. But she does it to show how simple it is to use our products, but also how easy it is to do our job as well, because she's not doing anything. She's having these 2 customers that are sitting here and preparing the food and whipping it up real quick. So it might be just whipping up the tacos, heating up the meat in the microwave and adding 2 ingredients to the rest of the meal. And once they've done once they've prepared the food, then everybody grabs a plate of food, and while they're eating the main course of the party, which if it was a taco party or lettuce wrap, whatever they're doing, while they're eating, she will talk to them about the themes that she does. Aubrey is huge on theme parties. She said, okay, ladies, I just want y'all to be thinking while y'all are enjoying these tasty tacos about all the different things that we could do for your parties. We can do lunch, we can do brunch, we can do dinner, we can do a mug party, which is cake and coffee. We can do martini madness, a girls' night out, ice cream socials, taco parties. And she's just rattling things left and right. So ladies, don't think that we're going to have the same party next week that we had here, because it's going to be something totally different, because I like to keep it fun and exciting. And so she's rattling off all these different things while they're eating. It's still dropping seeds of, okay, you know what, we won't have the same thing, so we can try something totally different and something new. So after she talks about the theme party, she goes into the ready to eat. She goes, I know a lot of you thought that you were coming just to eat candy, or Dove is all about candy and chocolate. And guess what? We are part of that, so you're going to get to try some of our great ready-to-eats now. And she'll pass around the cinnamon-dusted almonds and let them try those next. And as they're passing those around, and she'll ask, okay, ladies, I know some of you are probably on the edge of your seat about thinking about hosting your own party. I want to show you some more benefits of booking a party and why you want to have the next tasting. And this is when she whips out the BAM tool. I don't know if y'all are all using your BAM tool, but this is just so profound. This is not rocket scientists. Anybody can do this job. Whip out that BAM tool and just go through it. And whenever you get to that part where it says, whenever the hostess gets 2 bookings, she gets this box of chocolate, that's whenever I have hands going up immediately. Oh, I'm having one, I'm doing one. We haven't even started handing out the Dove dollars yet, and they're already saying they're booking parties. So I had 4 ladies do that at my last party whenever I got to what the hostess received for doing that. And so once they saw all of this stuff on the BAM tool, that's when it gets really exciting, and just it just makes it so profound and so easy. And that's what, whenever I whip out my BAM tool, I'm like, bam, anybody can do this job. I'm telling y'all, look, they have it all on paper for me. So, just keeping it fun and exciting. They're going to want to work with you too. Now, if you go in there and say, everybody sit and be quiet and take notes, nobody's going to want to have a party with you. So you got to have fun and be lively also. So after she shows the BAM tool, she goes, okay, everybody, it's time to hand out some Dove dollars. Who wants some Dove dollars? And so she'll whip out that invitation again. She says, okay, who was on time? And she doesn't. She said she does not sit there and say, oh, no, you were 2 minutes late. If they say they were on time, she's handing them $100. She starts out in the $100 increments. Who RSVP'd? She goes around and hands them the $100. She says, okay, who booked a party before I got here? And if nobody says anything, then she just stands and waits. And then she'll look at them, and she's really dramatic at this point. Okay, guys, this is where it gets serious. I have got, and she whips it out, $2,000 in Dove dollars to hand out to the person that is ready to book a party. And this will put you in the lead, and you're probably guaranteed to be one of my winners tonight. And so by this time, they're either jumping all over her or there's silence. She said it's either or. It's not one or the other. I mean, it's not both. It's either or. So if there's silence in the room, she'll say, okay, free groceries. And I say free groceries all the time because people, when they come to our parties, it's not that they are buying something to make their house look pretty or buying another container to put something in. They're going grocery shopping. If you really think about it, 30-minute fix bundle, that's free groceries. So that's the way I look at it because, I don't know how many times I've made the chicken sliders, the Caribbean chicken sliders, that's groceries to me. So if it's still silent in the room, she'll just sit there and let it be awkward for a little bit and like, okay, I'm just going to wait here until somebody says yes. And then she finally will say, all right, I will give $1,000 Dove dollars to the person that is on the edge of their seat that is thinking that they want to host a party. $1,000 Dove dollars going once, going twice. And then by that time, somebody says, all right, I'll do it. And so at least she has one booking. But she walks away from most of her parties with at least 3 bookings from every party. So, she's a rock star. I see her name all the time, and I want to slap her. But don't tell her I said that, y'all. But because she has she's so successful. But I want to be like her when I grow up. So whenever, after she's done handing out the Dove dollars, she tells them that the one that had the $1,000 Dove dollars on the fence, that we'll talk about it at checkout, and we'll pinpoint a date for you and just pencil it in with them so that they can say, okay, I'm thinking about it, but I can change it right if something comes up. So after they hand out the Dove dollars, then they try one more of their little treats that they're serving. If they're serving the brownies or the mousse or whatever it is, they end it on that. And so this is where she goes into her recruiting seeds and sharing the opportunity. And the way that she starts this out is she tells her why she joined the business, how it's impacted her life. And she also shares, and I do the same thing, and I love it because you can tell people that have been in direct sales for a little bit, you've learned to adapt to doing this. I share a story about somebody else on my team or somebody that I know that direct sales has impacted. I'll say my story, and then I'll tell them, and I have a consultant that joined 6 months ago that joined because she only needed $250 a month to make ends meet. And that's why she joined. And she knew she couldn't go get a regular part-time job because she could only commit to doing 1 party or 2 parties a month. And that was it. So, I tell that story as well, just to show that there's such a wide variety of people in this business, somebody that might be making it full-time, or somebody that just has to do something just to make it by and make months in. So After she shares the why, she says, okay, ladies, I'm going to open the floor to questions about my job. You can ask me anything about my job, how much I work, how much I make, how long I've been doing this, anything, as long as it's about my job, and I'm going to pay Dove dollars. The first person that asks a question, they're going to get $500, and from then on, it's $100. And usually they're jumping all over each other to get that $500. So the first question's coming out really quick. So that's how she gets that part started. And one of the things that she said, and for somebody that hasn't been in direct sales or hasn't been in Dove for very long, if you're uncomfortable with having people ask you questions about Dove, you might want to just use the sponsoring side of the BAM tool to share the opportunity with them that way, instead of saying, ask me questions. Because if you're not comfortable and you don't really have the answers right now, you know, you might just, that might be easier for you. So definitely make sure that you can do that. And whenever people are asking you questions about your business, something like how many hours do you work a week, you might want to keep it, you do want to keep it very well rounded so that it can apply to anybody. So you can say, well, you know, Sarah, she can only work 2 days a month, so she only works about 6 hours total, whereas I work about 50 hours a month or 60 hours a month, just to show that it's a wide variety. Or, you know, and you could, and somebody might ask you, okay, how much do you make a month? And one of the things that she's saying, you know, I personally make comma checks, but you know, I've sat at the same table with ladies that make $10,000 a month. And so she says, you know, some people might make $200. Some people are making over $10,000 a month. It's all how you want to work the business. It's what's great about it is the business is flexible. It's like a rubber band. You can use it as much as you want or as little as you want. It will go that wide for you. So it's based on what your life is, what you can fit in your life and how much you can work or as little as you can work. So that's the great thing about this opportunity. So keep your answers well-rounded so it applies to the mass variety, you know, majority of people, from little to big. And completely stay positive whenever you're doing this and upbeat about your job, because I mean, that's really the way you're going to get people on your team, is keeping it upbeat and positive, right? I feel like saying, yes, Michelle. So just stay positive with it, and, you know, just that really, and don't be uncomfortable. I mean, be, you know, be real with them about your business and how much you're enjoying it. And people will feel that whenever you're talking about your business. Okay, after the game, and we're almost done. After the game, what she does, and I love this part, she has them complete her customer care card. She has her own little customer care card, and I love her customer care card. She actually uses hers. She prints it out on 4x6 index cards, blank index cards. And if you don't have her customer care card, it's also on the DCD files as well, under customer care card updated. That's what it's called. And here it is. Let me share this with y'all. Here is her card that she uses. And she always talks about at her parties that host is going to get free rewards or the free box of chocolate for people that book within 60 days. She said, oh, I know it's 90 days, but I want them to book close in. So she says, if you book within 60 days, she uses that a lot whenever she talks about booking. So whenever she says, okay, I want to go through this customer care card with you real quick. She said, and I just want y'all to know, if you're on the fence about booking a party right now, you're going to want to check the middle box that says, I can't say for sure right now. And she said, and if you think that I'm pushy, I'm not. I promise I'm not going to stalk you, but you're interested in the business. She said, make sure you check that box. She said, and ladies, let me tell you right now, she said, if you check 3 or 4 out of those boxes, I have $500 for you. So make sure you read over those boxes really well. And so just encouraging them to really fill out this card and get the most information from them that she can. And she follows up with, at checkout, I'm going to get your cards from you. We're going to go over it. I promise you. I said I don't stalk people. So I promise you we're just going to go over it so I can help you get the most from your from the Dove party tonight. So that's what she does with that her customer care card. And then after she has them fill out the customer care card and explains it to them, she goes into letting them know how to come check out. And then at full service checkout, she pinpoints those ladies that were in the audience and that were, Karen, you were so much fun tonight. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? She's still planting those booking and recruiting seeds right there at checkout. And you should do it with everyone, and I know Aubrey does. She said some of the consultants on her team, they will put like the $36 box of Moose Mix up there, and she says, if I don't ask you if you would like to host a party, if you like the customer special, or if you'd like to join my team, you get this box of Moose for free. She said, because I guarantee you, once you forget to ask all 3 questions at checkout, and you have to give that to somebody, you're going to never forget again. So, because people are right there on your toes whenever you're at checkout saying, okay, is she going to ask me if I want to join her team? Is she going to ask me if I want to book a party? So having that there and making yourself accountable for asking those questions, and you can, after you fill out the customer care card, you can let them know, at checkout, I'm going to ask you those 3 questions. Did you want the customer special? Were you interested in hosting your own chocolate tasting? And would you like to join my team? Sorry. And, ask those 3 questions, and that way that you're held accountable, and let them know. Say, hey, I have this box of chocolate Moose Mix. This is a $36 value. And if I don't ask you, let me know, because guess what? You get it for free. And so that helps you to not be so, some people are very nervous at checkout that I've seen, especially newer consultants. This helps you. I mean, I totally think it just breaks the ice for you right then and there, because you're going to just be doing your job. So definitely, if that helps you to be able to ask those questions and to get out of your comfort zone, I highly recommend that. And that's pretty much it. And I'm going to open it up to questions. If you have any questions, unmute. I've listened to it twice, and I'm sure I missed some things, but that's pretty much the gist of her presentation. I promise it's working.
So I wrote down a couple questions, Jennifer, as you were talking. When we talked about Aubrey's invite, and do you use that format, or do you create your own invite on RedStamp using her questions?
I use that invitation to mail out in the mail, but I also use the RedStamp for the Facebook.
Okay.
And I don't know why it's coming back with the echo here.
Okay. And then how do you how do you get the guest list?
I just tell her. I like to save my hostess money and make it as easy as possible. Could you send me your guest list and names and addresses of your friends, because I'm going to send out your invitations for you. I don't want you to incur that expense. And 9 times out of 10, they give me their list.
No, thanks. I don't need you to do that. I'll just do it on Facebook.
No, let me just tell you, not everybody checks Facebook. You're really going to want to have this invitation in the hands. How many times do you not get anything in the mail? How many times do you get excited about when you get something in the mail? Your friends are going to be excited whenever they get that invitation, that personal invitation in their hand in the mail. And that's what I usually would say to them.
Do you give them address labels to fill out, or do you just ask for it emailed to you, the guest list? So in other words, I had address labels at one point in an envelope. I would give that to them and ask them to mail it to me, fill out the address labels.
Oh, no, I just have them email it to me, and I just take it and put it in my Avery label system and just do it like that.
And then do you use, or did Aubrey use the recruiting side of the BAM tool, or just the hostess side if you're going to do the ask me about my job?
She said she only recommends using the sponsoring tool only if you're uncomfortable with having them ask you questions.
Okay. And then and I actually like that, because I found that when I use both sides, I usually lose them on the second, whatever it is I'm doing the second one. Um, and oh, so what's the prize? Is it the person with the most money?
The two people with the most money win a door prize, and it can be anything. It can be a bag of M&Ms that you got. I actually usually do a mousse mix and the bar of chocolate, 2 bars of chocolate in the thing, or I'll do a mojito packet in a bag. That's
Okay.
what I do as my door prizes, because I've gotten so many things for free. So,
And then I couldn't read my own writing, but I just wanted to share with you, this was something that I learned recently from Vanessa. I think we talked about it on our call, and I've been doing that. Instead of calling it the Miss Brown box, call it the $50 VIP box.
yes, I
And
remember her talking about that.
yeah, it's been a little hard to change my words, but it's working. It's like you call it that $50. It does definitely hold a different weight to it when you say $50 box. So, all right, thank you. That was really good. I like that.
And I also say 4-pound box of chocolate, and they're like, 4 pounds. And they are like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I'm not kidding you, 4 pounds.
I think it's 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's 7. Whenever my box came, it was 7 pounds on it.
Wow. Anybody else have any questions? How many of you are going to implement this system?
Me. Me. You can't see me, but I am.
Yeah, I definitely am. I like it a lot. I like doing the invitations for the guests, because that is so true. That's the number one reason why most guests cancel their party, is because they haven't invited anybody.
That's
Or they're
right.
afraid to send out the invites, or they forget. And by the time, it's like, once the invites go out, it's all over. They're not going to cancel.
That's right. And, I'm looking for my Dev. What I also do is I send out, I text my host the red stamp invite as well, just so that she can, and I'm looking for it for you, just so that she can text it to her friends also, because so many people text today. And so if they can have a text message with it, and a lot of people, I mean, yes, a lot of us do, we do Facebook, but a lot of us still don't. So here's the, let me see. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's my red. That's my red stamp that I send to the text message to my hostess, so that she can remind her friends that way. You're going to also get an email from me reminding them, and also on the Facebook event, so they can't say they didn't know. So I definitely, and now red stamp, you can actually update it so that you don't have to just keep creating a whole new event. So definitely that's what I use, and it's just really cute and it looks fun, and so it reminds them. And the thing that you see here about bring the deodorant for the women's shelter, yeah, I have a case full of deodorant for the women's shelter. So every other month I'm going to change it. I'm going to do like bring a Bath and Body spray or a Bath and Body lotion or something like that, because these women that are in the shelter, and you can make it whatever charity you want, of course, but these women that are in the shelter, they don't get to splurge a little bit, and they don't feel pretty, or they don't feel like they smell pretty, So doing things like this, that's why I have always kept my team name Team Mad, making a difference, because we're changing people's lives, and being able to go to the women's shelter and say, hey, this is what, I party for a living. I share chocolate with people. But at my parties, I also collect donations for the women here that need things. And I hope that we're able to bless somebody. But just being able to do something like that, I was just floored at how many people responded to this, bringing stuff. And people aren't bringing one thing of deodorant. They're bringing twin packs or triple packs. So and people love to do stuff like that. So
I like that.
I like that too. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always some sort of a cause or something every month. Didn't Susan say military appreciation?
absolutely, just
I mean, teacher appreciation, nurses appreciation. I mean, there's always something.
Dog bones.
Dog bones. That's right. Help your animal shelter. That's right.
yeah, there's always something. I mean, so just whatever you feel led to put, if you want to do a donation like that, whatever you feel led, put it on your invite. So
That's another way to get the host involved. Ask her what charities are most important to her, and make
That's
it
a
about
good
that.
idea.
they might have a food pantry at their church that they want to bring canned goods. Bring 4 canned goods out of your pantry or something like that. So just so many different things that we can make a difference and impact. And and in the meantime, we're sharing our business with us, and people are going to want to be part of who we are.
So listen, that just made me think that if the host got to choose what she wanted as the donation type item and where it would go, you'd probably get her addresses because you could customize that invitation for her.
Right.
Get it out.
I know a lot of people do mission trips, and they're trying to get things to bring over to these countries. So, they might socks and, whatever, you just never know. So just talk to your host if that's what you want to do. Make it personal. So
I love that. Oh my God, I love that. Who just said that anyway, that idea about asking the host?
Me, Dina.
Dina Clark.
Oh, Dina, I'm sorry. Delana's mouth was moving and but she was on mute. It's like,
Not Diana, Dina.
that was a great idea. I really like that. Okay. Very cool.
Okay. Anybody else have anything? Okay, ladies. Well, good luck booking all your parties and recruiting during with this new training tools that we have here, and share it with your teams, because we want to be sharing with everybody so that we can grow.
This is awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Okay, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Ladies.
Bye, everyone.